You can pledge your sword.
Testing. We're good. We're good. Where's me? There it is. There it is. There's me chat. There. Hello everyone and welcome back to another HOOKSTER Talks. Yes, this will be the last HOOKSTER Talks before the summer break. Yes, unless anything develops in Formula One, I will use this Thursday night platform to communicate it. But I'm pretty sure nothing's going to happen because they've all gone on holiday now, haven't they? But if in case it does, I shall be back. But apart from that, this is the last HOOKSTER Talks before the summer break. And I'll be back, of course, just before the Grand Prix. Yes, it's me and Mr. TB, the bear. There he is. Look, everyone's favourite. Look, let's just go shush now. Shush. Because TB's not very happy. No, TB, why are you not very happy? He's useless. Who's useless? Oh, okay. Let's gloss over that, shall we? Whee! There he is. There he is, everyone. Everyone's favourite bear. So the headline of the video is Franco Colapinto apparently has crashed testing for Pirelli at the Hungaroring. Yes, that's the most exciting F1 news we've got right now. But yes, so there you go. He's crashed. He's crashed and he's not even racing. Just testing. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to the show. As Mr. Game Riot used to... No, is it Game Riot? I can't remember. One of them used to say at the start of all these shows, hello everyone and welcome to the show. Go check him out. He's great. I don't think it is Game Riot. I think it's something else. But he does GTA stuff. Yes, go check him out though. He's great. Hello, Mr. Paddock69. Welcome to the stream. He says, me and David found a channel run by a lesbian that's actually good. Yes, yes. Hello, Mr. Champ92. Welcome to the stream. He says, hello, David. Hello, Ray. Yes, hello. XP spam. Here he goes. Yeah, he's doing his spam just because he wants to get the number one. Keep racing for life from my holidays. Yes. Well done. From his holidays. Now, that's dedication. That's dedication to the cause to actually be watching me on his holidays. Yes. Hello, Mr. Plinal Plessy. He says Franco Colapinto is washed. Yes, he is. I don't think that's going to do much for his job prospects, to be honest. Yes, he's completely buggered up that Alpine apparently. So there you go. That's now a crumpled up crisp packet sitting on the side of the Hungaroring at the moment. Paddock69 says, hashtag love lesbians. Yes, me too. Me too. I love lesbians. Yes, my God, I can't get enough of them. I can't get enough of them. I'll tell you, if I could show you my search history, I'm not going to, but if I could, yes, there'd be lots of lesbians on it. Yes. Lesbians in the morning, lesbians in the afternoon, lesbians in... It's just not enough hours in the day for lesbians, that's what I say. Ah, dear. Oh, blimey, the chat's going up quicker than I can read it. Here we go. Colapinto might as well lose his seat. I can totally see it happening regardless of how good he performs recently. Yes, absolutely. It's not a good look, is it, to crash? He was only doing a Pirelli test, for God's sake, you know. So, very weird, very weird. We'll get to the story in a minute. That's just the headlines. But we'll get to that in a minute and see what happened. Hello, Scott Barnes. Welcome to the stream. Yes, long-time supporter of the channel, I do recall. Hi, Dave. I know I answered it in the all seasons onwards, but anyway, how's Cockney Dave? I've been watching his Crash Team Racing recently. Hope he does another series soon. Yes, Cockney Dave. He's all right. He's still in the cupboard. He's still in the cupboard because he's too rude for YouTube. Too rude for YouTube. Ever since YouTube went all Christian in 2021... Yes, we can't have the Cockney out of the cupboard anymore. He's got to stay there. He's got to stay there. But I'll tell you what, one day we might let him out again. We might unleash him back into the world. Yes. Oh my God. What a day that'll be. What a day that'll be. Paddock 43 supremacy. Yes. XP spam. More spam. Spam on eggs. Spam on beans. I thought this was a lesbian 43 stream. Yes, it is. It is indeed. Dave and TB the Bear, yes, now in the lead, 75 XP. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Fail race, that's it. I'm glad some people have got brains, because I can never think of these. Yeah, fail race, yeah. I love old fail race. He's been going for a very long time, hasn't he? I know he's an English guy, because I can tell by the accent that he's an English guy, but he's been going for a very long time. I remember watching him when I first started watching YouTube. Old fail race, yes. Welcome to the show. I sound a bit like Mr. Christian. It's mutiny, Mr. Christian. Mutiny. I will hang you from the nearest yardarm. Yes. But yeah, I used to love old fail race. I haven't watched one of his videos for donkey. I hope he's still going. I'm not saying all this and he's disappeared off of YouTube. Yeah, I hope he hasn't disappeared off of YouTube. In fact, if I'm getting worried now, I better just check. I'm pretty sure he's still there. Oh my goodness, what was that? Oh, it's alright, you couldn't see it. You couldn't see it. You couldn't see it. It was okay. Right, let's see if Mr. Fairrace is still on YouTube. I'm pretty sure he is. Fairrace. Yes. Yes, let's have a look and see if... Oh, look, he's still there. Is he still making videos? 3 months ago? No. It might be alright. There we go. It's alright. I got wide from it 3 hours ago. There you go. Still making videos. Mr. Failrace. Yes, go check him out. He's great. Yes. Welcome to the show. I'm going to be saying that all night now because I'm a stupid prat. 542 lovely subscribers as well. Yes, 540. Oh, it's 542,000 subscribers. Yes, yes. Well done, Mr. Failrace. Yes. Well done indeed. But there you go. He's still there. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. This XP takes ages to update. No way am I still in second. Good evening. Oh, look at this. Mr. Will F1 is in the stream as well. Good evening to my #1 Yorkshire fan. Yes, yes. My supposedly #1 Yorkshire fan just doesn't bother anymore. No, just doesn't bother. He chores all those off the weeks off me every week. Oh, yeah. He chores them off me. Yeah, but he doesn't bother. I'll tell you, I'll let you a little secret as well. He's desperate not for me to make a video about him because he said to me, "Oh, I'm going to be away, Dave, until Monday. So please don't send me those off the weeks until then, so I don't get another fail." Because he doesn't want me to make a video about him. Oh, he's on 3. He's got 2 more, and then 2 more strikes, and then he gets a video. Yes, but he really doesn't want me to make one. So there you go. Anyway, good evening, Mr. Will F1. Must spam harder. Spam Paddock 69 spam. Lewis Hamilton is washed up, says Will F1. Yes, I agree with you. Yes. Although I did get a lot of backlash over my video. It did very well. In fact, I got, I think, about 600 odd views or something. But oh my goodness, did I get a lot of backlash over that? Almost as much as my Paddock 43 video. Yes. But not as much as my Christian Horner video. Yes. The one where I was describing about his body language currently stands as the most disliked video on my channel. Yes, the most disliked video on my channel. I think it's got 36 dislikes, which for my tiny little channel is a bit of a revelation. Yes, I think it's at 36 dislikes. The one where I said Christian Horner's body language is telling me that he's guilty. And everyone, oh my goodness, they come at me with their pitchforks and everything. Oh, wowzers. And now they've sacked him. Yes, because he was still innocent. Still innocent. That's why they sacked. Yeah, still an innocent man. I wonder if all those people that complained in the chat were fans of MasterChef. Whoopsie! Anyway, I'm sorry everyone outside the UK won't get that joke, but yes. Whoopsie! So, yeah. But yes, I got a lot of complaints about my Lulu video. I really did. Oh my God. Saying that I was absolutely trying to destroy him, even though I clearly said in the video that I was a fan of Lewis Hamilton. Has been a fan of Lewis Hamilton since he came into the sport. But people seem to have their blinkers on. And they didn't see that. But they just, that I was giving him a load of hate. I wasn't giving him a load of hate. I was simply stating facts, that's all. Yes. Everyone gets old. Yes. But some people don't realise that. They think they're going to live forever. They're like Pinocchio. Yes. They think they're going to live forever. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen in life. No, everybody lives and everybody dies. That's a fact that can't be disputed. No. But yes. So I got lambasted over my video. I got a few new people complaining as well, which I have actually checked into and over the past week. And yes, after checking out a certain person's channel, I realised that they have actually got their own agenda. So it's not someone that I want to be conversing with in the future. I didn't realise this at the time. That's why I sent several messages back. But if I'd have known that in the first place, I wouldn't have even bothered replying. But anyway, you live and learn. You live and learn. Yes. Not as much dedication as me watching in Poland with hotel Wi-Fi. Are you in Poland? Oh my goodness. Did they actually let you in? TMY was at Kendall Calling Festival again. Yes, he was. Yeah, he told me. Well, he didn't tell me where he was, but he said he was away until Monday. So let me let you into a little secret about his cruel run video. Okay, he didn't even started making that until Monday evening. Okay, because he only downloaded the of the weeks on Monday afternoon. So he didn't even start making it on Monday evening. And he basically sat on his bed and watched the race. And I said to him, make sure you don't sit on your bed and watch the race or you'll be asleep in 5 minutes. But that's how he watched it. And then he quickly made the video. Well, I don't know how long it takes him to make it, but he made the video as quick as he could to get it out for Tuesday. But yeah, so he wasn't watching any of the build-up to the race like he usually does on Sky, the practice sessions and the qualifying and everything like that. He purely just watched the race, and he literally didn't watch it until Monday afternoon and then made the video straight afterwards. So there you go. Little insight there. I'm in third now, apparently. Yes, you are. Third. That's where you belong. Third. Whatever, YouTube. My name isn't Lando Norris. Update already, YouTube. Dave Hookster, I always love to watch you, even from the holiday. Well, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. I've gone too far up the thing again. I'm having ERS issues, clearly. I mean, crashing during a Pirelli tyre test, I don't know, it's a bit over the top for my, like, yes, it is a little bit, isn't it? A little bit. I mean, you know, if you're testing tyres, you're not exactly pushing it to the limit, are you? And obviously, there won't be any other cars on the track because it's testing, isn't it? And I think he's probably testing on his own. I mean, there might be other cars on track, I don't know, but I would say there wasn't. So there's lots of parameters there for you not to crash the car, but apparently he has. Apparently he has. Fail race will never leave. Yes. And I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't. Fail race forever, everyone. Fail race forever. As I say, he was probably one of the very first YouTube videos I watched, I think, back in the day. I mean, I wasn't even interested in GTA back in the day when I first started watching videos. I had until I started playing GTA, and then I did have a huge interest, but at first I didn't really. But I just enjoyed his videos. Just enjoyed his videos. Dave on Pornhub Exp. Yes, that's me. But if it wasn't a car problem but a driver error, well then we can fully say Colapinto EX broken. Yes. Show us the Motoring Yorkshireman channel, says Will F1. The Motoring Yorkshireman. I don't know if it will turn up. Seriously, Mr. Will F1, I don't know if it will come up because he's not uploading any videos. If you make a channel and you don't make any videos, it disappears off the search. It's still there, but it disappears off the search engine. Because YouTube's like, well, why are we going to promote this if you're not making any videos? It might be there. Oh, it is there. It is there, everyone. There it is. The Motoring Yorkshireman, just above the Yorkshireman. Now, Mr. Will F1, I think you should. I hope to dear God, Mr. Will F1, that you are subscribed to the Yorkshireman. I hope you are. Let's look at the Yorkshireman first. There he is. Oh yes. Now this is quality content that you should be subscribed to, Mr. Will F1. Look at this. Oh, look, he does food. Oh, he does lots of food. There you go. The Yorkshireman. Get your sub in there, Will F1. Get your sub in there. He says, for Yorkshire folk, by Yorkshire folk. There you go. You can't get more Yorkshire than that, can you? Look at that. How many views has he got? 464,000. Oh, there you go. There is a channel to watch then. He's got almost 500,000 views. There you go. Go for it, Will F1. The Yorkshireman. Anyway, there's the Motoring Yorkshireman. Yes. This channel doesn't have any content. No. Cock. The reason why he hasn't got any content is because he hasn't made anything on it. Unfortunately, he brought this channel out just as COVID hit. Because he was going to be travelling all around the country, wasn't he? In his car. It's going to be like a very cheap version of Top Gear, very cheap because it was only him. That he didn't have two other people because he hasn't got any friends. He didn't have two other people that could have gone with him. But it was going to be the Yorkshire version of Top Gear. It was going to be great. Look, it says the Motoring Yorkshireman, news, reviews, tinkering, and restoration. You can't get much better than that, can you? You can't get much better than that. Look at that. 33 lovely subscribers as well. 33. That's probably 17 of those are my spare channels. But there it is. The Motoring Yorkshireman. Can't beat it. One day that might disappear in the middle and we might see a video on the Motoring Yorkshireman channel. One day, Will. One day. You just keep the faith. One day it might happen. Yes. No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't. Show us the lesbian channel we found. Yes, I will indeed. Let me just read some more messages before they get too clogged up in the system. Parliament says, get Nicky Shields on his all seasons. Yes. Get Tim Harvey on this all. Oh, Tim Harvey. He's very posh, isn't he? Tim Harvey. Yes. Very posh. Very posh. Get Mel B on this all season. Have I not had Mel? No, I haven't had Mel. Have I? I can't remember who I've had now. Who have I had? Oh, I had Mel C. I had Jerry. And I've had Victoria. No, I haven't had Mel B yet. Get Emma Bunton. I haven't had her. No. You're quite right. Nikki Shields career mode. Laugh my ass off. Yes. Nikki Shields career mode. Get Mark Webber on this all season's rubbish. Mark Webber. Multi 21, Seb. Spam, Plynal spam. No, it's still not yet. Yes, someone's an avid all seasons watcher. I have to say, someone who watches this channel has just sent me a message saying he's starting from the beginning again. I'll tell you who it is, because he won't be here because he has to go to bed because he's getting old like me. It is Mr. DJM. He's just started watching the all seasons from the beginning. I think that's 4 people that have sent me messages in the last few weeks saying I'm watching them from the beginning. So like anyway, crazy stuff. All hail Paddock 40. Yes, we are not worthy. All hail Paddock 43. Spam, Pinal spam. Well, Dave likes, dislikes, agrees to disagree. That's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Yes, exactly. Pitchforks, Master Chef. Yeah, as I say, I did get quite a backlash over the stuff that I said with Lewis Hamilton. But I looked around the internet and there was loads of people with basically the same headline about Lewis Hamilton, and they didn't get really any sort of hate at all, so I was very surprised. It was obviously that video just caught the attention of some people when they decided that it's time to lambast Dave again. Yes, it's time to put Dave into the corner, put him on the naughty step, and that's what happened once again. But there you go. Hello Shane, welcome to the stream. He says, I feel sorry for Lewis Hamilton for what happened during qualifying. Oh yeah, me too. I do feel sorry for him, and I hope he does come back from this. I've a strange feeling that this may be his last year in Formula 1. I'm hoping that if he makes an announcement, he makes it during the summer break. So as I said in the video, we can then celebrate the final races of Lewis. I'd hate to get right to the end of the season when he hasn't been doing very well still, and at the end of the season he says, right, that's it, I'm not coming back, because that would be a horrible send-off, because we'd all be thinking that he'd be back for 2026, and he isn't. So I would, if he's going to do anything, I would say please do it during the summer break so we can celebrate and give him a proper send-off at the end of the year in Abu Dhabi as well, because that's what he needs. And I'll be very sad to see him go, because he's one of the true personalities in Formula 1. And if you're just looking around at the replacements at the moment in Formula 1, they're a little bit meh, aren't they? I don't see any. I mean, you've got Lewis, you've got Max. They're all personalities. You've got George and Russell. He's trying hard to be a personality. I don't think he's quite there yet, but he does try, bless him. But apart from that, there's no real personalities in the sport, and these new kids coming along are a little bit bland, aren't they? I mean, just the person we're talking about, Franco Colapinto. I mean, yeah, he's not going to be the next Ayrton Senna, is he? Let's face it. Lulu be like, still I rise. Yes. Hello, Matthew D'Souza. Welcome to the stream. He says, Hookie. Poor Lulu. Yes. Poor Lulu. That reference, by the way, in case nobody gets it, is to a very old comedy show called Harry Enfield and Friends, when he used to do a comedy skit where he was pretending to be a youngster, and he had his like baby sister with him, and she was called Lulu, and that's all he used to keep saying is Lulu. Basically, he used to keep whacking her around the head with it was comedy. Let's put it into perspective. It wasn't anything nasty. It was comedy, but the whole point of the thing was that they were two adults playing kids, and they used to whack each other around the head, or he used to whack her around the head, and she used to cry, and he'd say, "It wasn't me. I didn't do nothing." But anyway, that's what that reference is when I keep saying Lulu. That's the old Harry Enfield show. Gonna have to win this Oliver Rowland style. Yes. Shane says, do you think Formula 1 will be at Sepang in Malaysia because they haven't raced there since 2017? They might return to Sepang. I'm not quite sure. We'll see how it goes. Where are we? Matthew says, Hamilton is far too harsh on himself. Be kind. Yes, he is. He is his harshest critic. I agree. He is too hard on himself. I do agree with that. Will says Hamilton should have retired ages ago. Hamilton wasn't the same ever since he lost his 8th after the 2021. That's true. I also feel I don't know whether this is true or not, but I also feel that there's some health problems with Lewis. If we wind the clock back all the way to 2021, remember he did catch quite a bad bout of COVID, and all I can remember is after one of the races, I think it was in 2021, where he was hiding behind this big television screen. If anyone remembers that, he was hiding behind that because he couldn't catch his breath, and he was really like finished because he had like long COVID, didn't he? Which is like once you get COVID, it's the after effects can linger on for months and months, sometimes years. And I just feel that there may be some kind of lingering health issue also regarding Lewis Hamilton. May not be at all, but I'm just wondering because he did look absolutely knackered. I must admit, absolutely knackered. That was 2021. Anyway, we will see. Hamilton can still win his 8th title, says Matthew D'Souza. You heard it here first, everyone. Hamilton can still win his 8th title. I think you might get some comments over that, Matt. But as I say on this channel, free speech is allowed. You're all allowed to say whatever you want as long as it's not offensive. You can say whatever you want, and Matthew believes that Hamilton can still win his 8th title. So yes, I applaud you for that, Matthew. I applaud you for that. Yes, that is dedication. Dedication to the cause. Yes, love it. Hamilton's decline started at Baku 2021. He made a lot of mistakes that season. True. TMY is washed. Oh dear. Lulu is even more washed. Poor TB. Hamilton lost 2007, 2016, 2021. At least 3 more championships. You could have had 10 titles. I bet you could have done, yeah. He could have done. Yes. I mean, you get the old argument, don't you, about he only won so many championships because he was in the best car. But don't forget, of course, Nico Rosberg beat him in exactly the same machinery. So that didn't quite apply, did it? He beat him in exactly the same car. So yeah, I mean, you wouldn't see that happening at Red Bull, would you? There's no way the number 2 at Red Bull is ever going to beat the number 1, is it? It's just never going to happen. But yes, Nico Rosberg. Yes, Nico. Beat Lulu in a straight fight. Will says Hamilton won't even win another race. You heard it here first, everyone. I may even have to write that down. Hamilton won't even win another race. In fact, Mr. Willef won. I'm glad to make a note of that. I have to make a mental note of that because we now want this to happen, don't we? Just so we can all laugh at Mr. Will F1 now. So here we go. I'm going to make a note of it. Can I make that any bigger? How do you make the font bigger? I don't know. Bloody bleeding thing. Oh, settings. Appear, no. Font, there you go, font. Make the font bigger. Size, there you go. Let's have it at 48. There you go. 48. Right, here we go. Can you see that on the screen? Hang on, because I've got OBS shut. Oh, why can't you see that on the screen? Hang on, I might be on the wrong screen. Let's chuck it over here. I might be on the wrong screen. Right, let's go back to OBS and see if you can see that. Ah, now you can see it. Right, okay. I've got to shut OBS again. Right, here we go then. Everyone take mental notes. Will... I didn't put it in capital, Will F1 says Lulu will never win another race. Quote 07 08 2025. There you go, everyone. Has that come up on your screen? Yes, it has. It's been hid a little bit by the chat, but I can't grab it. There it is. Will F1 says Lulu will never win another race. Quote 7th of the 8th, 2025. You heard it here first, everyone. I'm going to save that, Will. I'm going to save that. Yes, I'm going to save that. There you go. We will see what happens. We will see what happens. Sometime before next week, the XP might actually update. I'm still on 50 apparently. Hookster talks, or in other words, Hookster reads comments about other people's F1 takes. Yes. Yes. Well done, YouTube. Well done indeed. Hello, Wowzers, me trousers. Hello, Mr. HRD. The HRD is here. Welcome to the chat, sir. Wow, long time no see. I actually asked Lionel Plessy about 3 months ago whether you were okay, and he said yes, you were. So I'm glad to hear it. Not a chance in hell Hamilton wins that 8th championship as well. Oscar Piastri says Matthew should have been a bit more patient at the end of Hungary. He would have got Norris on the last lap. I think he would have done. I think he would have done. Shane says, like back in 2001 and 2003, Giancarlo Fisichella made his way into the wrong grid spot during the start of the Malaysian Grand Prix. Yes, he did. Stroll winning races is more likely, says Will F1. Oh, that's cutting, Will. That's cutting. That's cutting. You brought out the Stroll card again, didn't you? You brought out the Stroll card. Come on, YouTube. HRD says, truth is, everything sucks right now. F1, despite a title fight, sucks. IndyCar, NASCAR, BTCC, even WWE, all just not it. I totally agree. Totally agree. I've been looking around the internet this week, and the consensus of opinion is nobody cares who wins the F1 championship between Lando Norris and Oscar's Pastry. Absolutely no one actually cares. They're not even bothered. No, can't be bothered. We know it's going to happen between one of the two, but no one really cares. Because let's face it, personality-wise, both those McLaren drivers are a bit meh, aren't they? You got Lando. He's a bit meh, isn't he? Let's face it. You know, there's no sparkling personality there, is there? And then, of course, you've got Oscar's Pastry. Very, very clinical. Doesn't really say much in the interviews. Doesn't really smile much. And yeah, that's about it, you know. It's certainly not a Senna versus Prost kind of situation, is it? Let's face it. It's nowhere near that, you know. I mean, they're both in the best car, so obviously one of them's going to win, and that's about it. And poor old Max, one of the other last personalities in the sport, isn't going to get a look in this year because of basically things that have happened at Red Bull. And yes, as everyone knows, I have got a lot of American friends, a few, and they all tell me that IndyCar and NASCAR are in the bin right now. In the bin. That's what they keep telling me. It's all in the bin. Now, British touring car as well. Yeah. I actually got so bad with the touring car that I only started watching like the end of year highlights where they do the whole thing in like a 2-hour show. I have now started watching it again for this year with the highlights, but it's not blowing my doors off, I must admit. I'm actually getting more into, I've only just started watching it again this year, the World Rally Championship. Yes, I've actually been getting more into that again. I haven't watched the World Rally for about, it's got to be 10 years. Last time Sebastian Loeb won the championship for about the 7th or 8th time, I think it was. That's when I went, okay, I'm going to take a break now. Not that I had anything against Sebastian Loeb. I loved it when he kept winning. And I loved that Citroen that he drove as well. It was beautiful car, beautiful car. But I'd sort of reached the end of like watching the dominance. And I went, I'm going to give it a break. I haven't watched it for about 10 years. I'm pretty sure I haven't. But now I'm getting back into it again. And I'm quite enjoying it. So anybody go check out World Rally. It's doing pretty well. Out of all of them, I think it's it's the best one at the moment. And that's quite a sad fact, but it's true. Champ92 says there is a fun fact about Charles Leclerc. Before his win in Monza in 2024, he had the exact same results of the other races before as he did in 2025, which could be a good omen. Maybe he wins again in Monza. Well, yes. Maybe he will. Hello, Mr. Rugara. World of the Street says, after a league second place, I have landed. Well done. Well done. And welcome along. YouTube, you are a joke. I'm still subscribed to the Motoring Yorkshireman, said Flora Blessing. Well, congratulations to you. One of these days, you will wake up and you'll be in that little sleepy daze, where you're rubbing your eyes and go, I can't quite see properly. And you'll pick your phone up, because let's face it, that's what everyone does these days. The moment you wake up, you pick the phone up, don't you? Yes. You pick the phone up and it will say, new upload from the Motoring Yorkshireman. And I don't know if your world could handle that much. Do you think it could handle that much? Whatever's. I don't know. A new video from the Motoring Yorkshireman channel. It'll be fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Really will. Tetley is better, says Paddock69. I wouldn't know, because I'm strictly a PG tips man myself. Yes, I've been PG tips for life since, about 16 years old, I think. And I can't break the habit. I'm sorry. Do you know what? I don't think I've even tried other tea bags. No, it's just PG tips all the way for me. Yes. Jules of the Russell might finish third this season. Speaking of competitions, he might do. Yes. Channel says, I would hate to see Ferrari have no wins in 2025, as sprints don't really count. Hamilton only got pole and sprint win in China, while Leclerc had 4 podiums and a pole. Yeah, that's true. Plynal Plessy says, Micro Games PlayStation lasted even longer than that. Yes, it did. I actually made 3 videos. Yes, 3 videos. Which is 3 more than Josh made. Yes. I'll tell you what, I'm actually quite excited for that new F1 game coming out. Or F1 kind of game. Have you seen it? F1, was it called F1 Legends or something? I'm quite excited for that. Even though it's all cartoon graphic-y, I think that might be quite good. I was watching a guy playing it the other day, because there's a free demo out at the moment, and he said the handling was on rails, which I like. I thought, yes. Anyway. Hamilton has a 100% podium failure rate at Ferrari. Yes, he has. I'm guessing the channel wouldn't have been a cross between Top Gear and Wheeler Dick. Yes, it would have done. Yes. Including the subplot of Ed China getting sacked as well halfway through the series. That would have bound to have happened. Yes. Josh would have had a couple of people with him, and he would have sacked one of them. Yes, one of them would have gone, and there'd have been this huge hoorah, and then that one that got sacked would have gone off and done his own thing and started his own YouTube channel. Oh, it just would have been a complete mess. Shane says, I've played Formula Challenge on the PS2. Which cars are almost identical to the F1 cars from the early 2000s, but no real tracks? Oh, yes. Dave, your opinion about the fight for 5th in the WCC in 2025. Who will get 5th place, and can Aston Martin beat Williams, and can even Sauber be 5th? Wowzers, there's a lot to take in there. Fight for 5th. Now, I have to admit, I haven't been thinking about the fight for 5th. Could Aston Martin beat Williams? I think so. Let's get the constructors up there in a minute, because I don't actually look at the constructors very often. Always concentrate on the drivers. Here we go. Here we go. And straight away we get an advert. Go away! I'm not buying your stupid t-shirts. So of course we've got McLaren in the lead, far in the lead. Look at that, almost. I think that is over double points of Ferrari in second place. Mercedes, you got Red Bull. Now yes, you've got Aston Martin in 6th position and Williams in 5th place. 52 against 70. So yes, it is absolutely possible that Aston Martin could overtake Williams and get that 5th position. Absolutely. Especially the way Williams have been performing this sort of last 3 or 4 races. Their performance levels really dropped off, hasn't it, Williams? Oh my goodness. And Carlos Sainz, he's like a big white elephant in that car. He just really is. He's just doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Don't forget, Ferrari race winner. And he's doing nothing in that car. So, yes, it is possible if Aston Martin can, they just need Lance in there to support Fernando Alonso. Even if he only gets a couple of points, just get Lance in there to support him. Because obviously, when we're talking about positions, they're only going to be in like 5th or 6th place, aren't they, in the races? Because you've got McLaren dominance. Ferrari's going to be up there. Mercedes is going to be up there as well. And the Red Bull. So it doesn't give much opportunity to pick up those bottom points. But the most they're going to get is 5th or 6th. But if Lance can get in there and just get an 8th or a 9th as well, that will prop it up. Because unfortunately at Williams, it's only really Alexander Albon who's getting the points, because Carlos Sainz is doing very little. So yes, it's highly possible that Aston Martin could overtake Williams for 5th in the constructors. Yes, it is possible. And I'd like to see that. I must admit, I'd like to see that happen. "30 football players got chosen to win some huge prize, I think," Mr. Lionel Plessy. There you go. "We need a return to Buddha." Yes, we do. "Will Oscar's Pastries Championship be like the 2010 Mark Webber, or can it go one better and win it?" I'm not so sure, Matthew. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure what's going to happen. It's very, very tight in the points. Only 9 points now, isn't it, between him and Lando? Yeah. Lando seems to have the edge on Oscar at the moment. That hopefully could reverse round, because if Lando wins the championship, I'm in serious trouble after all the stuff I've said about Lando Norris, and how he's never going to win a championship. I'm going to be, in fact, me and Mr. Lionel Plessy are going to be in trouble, because we've both been saying it all along. But anyway, we will see what happens. Ferrari are weird. Yes, they are. Paddock 69 says, "Which Spice Girl did you fancy?" Bloody hell. Jerry Halliwell. There you go. Jerry Halliwell. Yes. Ginger Spice. That's the one. Ginger Spice. "Piastri isn't good enough to win a championship." Well, there you go. You heard it here first from Will F1. "Hello, Mr. Dom Dang. Welcome to the stream." He says, "PSR saving Manchester United. I've also played GP Challenge on the PS1, which teams are based on the 1998 season, but tracks are based on the 1994 season." There you go. There you go. "Ferrari couldn't teach a child how to use a knife and fork." I like that. I like that take. and you're correct. Yes. Judging by their radio calls, they seem pretty incompetent, I have to say, right now. Crystal Racing has joined. Oh, is that who Mr. Dom Deng is? Have you had to change your name due to the new privacy laws, new age verification laws in the UK, which I have to say has been a complete pain in the arse. Really has, complete pain in the arse. I've got on top of it now, but when that first came out for 2 weeks, oh my god, pain in the arse. I haven't started the F1 2012 one yet, apart from the first race of the season. Nice. Webber only got close because Vettel had a lot more bad luck, to be brutally honest. I find the fight for fifth and in general the other positions in the midfield in F1 at the moment very interesting. It's still very open. It is very open. Very open indeed. I'd like to see Aston Martin get it. Yes. I like them to get in front of Williams because I think they've done more than Williams have, to be honest. So it'd be great to see them there. We're watching a glorified midfield battle at McLaren for this year's World Drivers' Championship. Yeah, we are. I have to admit, we are. He was definitely a Mel C man, given that her half-brother is Paul O'Neill. Mark Webber was pretty darn good in 2010, to be fair. He was, Mark Webber. Multi 21, Seb. Multi 21. Says a lot about the modern games when people rather watch F104 rather than your modern videos. Yes, I agree. I do my best with the modern stuff, but there isn't a lot I can do. As the old saying goes, you cannot polish a turd. No, you cannot. And, that's as much as I can do. There was just so much I could do with the older games. I mean, I introduced the whole Nicole scenario, which I know everyone loved that thing that I did with Nicole. It was just brilliant, and it just made F1 2010, which was a brilliant game anyway, just made it even better to have Nicole in there. It really was. That's my favourite part of doing the 2010 career race, was having Nicole. It really was. Yeah, he was, but Vettel was clearly better when you consider all the results he lost throughout car issues. I think Norris, says Matthew, hasn't shown his best form yet, and he's only 9 points behind. Yeah, he is only 9 points behind. So, he definitely could win the championship. Definitely could win the championship with only 9 points. As I say, he seems to be getting the best of Lando Norris at the moment, of Piastri at the moment. He seems to be. So, yes, if that continues, he's going to be world champion. And if that happens, I will be going to hiding straight after Abu Dhabi, whenever that is, in November. I will suddenly disappear and no one will see me. Because I'm not going to sit here and put up with the comments. Yes, because there'll be hundreds of them. Oh, Dave, you said about Lando Norris was never going to win a world championship. Ah, shut up! Shut up. Especially considering age and his weird trips down Australian waters and whatnot. Dave loves being told off. Yes, I do. Shh. Norris is weak, says Will F1. Yes, he is. My XP is stuck, seemingly. Dom Jang says, Hamilton hasn't been quick in qualifying for 18 months, to be honest. I'd rather see him leave than end up doing a Ricardo where he hangs on in desperation of a miracle. Absolutely. As I said in my video, it's painful to watch because this is not the Lewis Hamilton of old. And it is painful to watch. It's quite hard to watch when you're someone that you've watched and supported. I've said before, I kind of lost it with Lewis around 2010. Basically because of some of the things that he said. But I've always been a Lewis supporter. And it is sad when, he's at that stage where he just can't be as great as he was before. It's just very, very sad. But yeah, he needs to do the decent thing and either either retire or improve. There's always that option. He could improve. Who knows what will happen? But yeah, it's not good for Lulu at the moment. Norris and his team have been strategic, quite very clever, and the majority even thinks it could be that Lando will have maximum support in this title fight in terms of parts, upgrades and more. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was a good strategy call on the last Grand Prix, you have to admit. I mean, everyone... He was out there, wasn't he? He was complaining about his tyres. Lando. He was complaining about his tyres. And everyone pitted, and he was like, oh, hang on. These tyres aren't too bad. I think I'll just carry on. And that's what won in the race. He just said, oh, I'll just carry on. And so he did it. And he went on to the one stop. And that's what won in the race. So, yeah, it was a very clever strategic call. I have to admit. Because I think everyone else did 2 stops, didn't they? I don't think anyone else did 1. So it was clever. It was clever. No doubt about it. Red Bull made Webber clear number 2 for parts of 2010, which would have cost him points as much as I love Vettel as one of my favourite sporting heroes. Oh yes, absolutely. They definitely favoured Sebastian, without a doubt. Hamilton, says Will F1, hasn't been quick at all for 18 months, to be brutally honest. I agree. Lewis Hamilton is the Formula 1 record book. Don't really think you get much better than that, really. Oh yeah, absolutely. 7 times world champion. Equal with Michael Schumacher. I think he's probably beaten a lot of Michael Schumacher's records, I would think, like with most races and stuff like that. I think so. He's actually higher in the standings than Michael Schumacher. They just got the equal 7 world championships, but I'm pretty sure the other records Lewis has probably beaten by now, because he's done a lot more races, obviously. So yeah, he's up there. Imagine how embarrassing Ricciardo would have been in that number 2 Red Bull. Imagine. Yes. Imagine. Oh my God. I hate it when the chat does this. I just literally put it down a bit and it scrolls down about God knows how many messages. And now I've got to find where I finished. Oh dear. Right, here we are. Here we are. Right, here we go. I'd also like to rank all of Lewis's Hamilton Formula cars when he retires. Yes, indeed. To me, Gabby Bortoletto, says Chap92, is miles clear the best rookie next to Antonelli. I must say he did very good in Austria, Hungary and Spa. What if he didn't have had the spin in Silverstone? Maybe he also could have been. True, yes, he has. I mean, I've been a little bit critical about Bortoletto, I have to admit, and I'll put my hands up. But he has done well, very well indeed. Scored some points there. Bold prediction, Bortoletto is a future world champion. And of course, he is Brazilian as well. Wow, that is a bold prediction. There you go, everyone. You heard it here first on HOOKSTER Talks. Bortoletto, future world champion. Wow. Well, I'd certainly like to see that. I'd like to see another Brazilian world champion, definitely. But yes, that is a bold prediction, but well done. Will says, I mean, Vettel lost 80 odd points in 2010 through bad luck and mechanical issues. Webber wasn't on his level, to be brutally honest. True. I can lift 7k dumbbells. I will fight for Lewis Hamilton against every hater in this chat. 7k dumbbells. There you go, everyone. Don't mess with Matthew D'Souza. Yeah, back in my youth, Matthew, I used to go to a gym and work out myself. I know, don't everyone laugh. I know, but this is factually correct. I used to work out in a gym. At the time, I wish I had some pictures. Well, no, hang on. Nobody wants to see pictures of a... No. But I'd say, I wish I could show you pictures. I was very... how can I put it? Build like a brick Carlsy. Built like a brick Carlsy. Not now, I'm not. I'm just all old and wrinkly. But back then, I was built like a brick Carlsy. I was, yes. Only trouble is with that, like gym work, you've got to keep it up, because if you stop even for like 6 months, all that bulk that you've built up just turns to flabby fat. Yes, and then you're knackered. So you got to keep it up, Matthew. You got to keep it up. Champ notices that, but at the moment, Gabby carried Kick Sauber a bit further since Hulkenberg had his struggles in qualifying. Yeah, that's very true. There's quite a few cars to rank there. There is. One day, YouTube will update. Webber and Hamilton. It could be because you're in Poland. That's why it's not updating. Yes, it's slower travelling down the pipe because you're further away. It's my excuse anyway. Webber and Hamilton both bottled 2010, not winning any of the last 6 races. True. We need F1 in North Korea. Of course we do. Yes. No. Vettel in 2010, 256 points, 5 wins and a further 5 podiums, etc. Yes, well done. Well done. 15 out of 19 finishes. Hungary, I think that race was when Lewis had long COVID struggled. Yeah, I think that was the race, yeah. Rings a bell. I just remember him sitting behind that big TV screen and he really couldn't get his breath. And I was just wondering whether, it's possible he could still be having health issues. I know it's a long time, like 4 years later, but I don't know. There was even speculation that Lewis had personal problems and issues due to his mother being in a bad condition, which could be as well. Who knows? Only he knows better. That's true. As I say, I would like to know, because Lewis hinted at it during that interview, there are things going on behind the scenes, as he said, his own words. I'd like to know what those are. Obviously, we're never going to find out because we're just mere mortals. But I would like to know what those things are happening between. Was he talking about Ferrari, or was he talking about his own life? Because he didn't elaborate on that, did he? He just said there's things going on behind the scenes, which, as I say, could mean anything. It could mean that Ferrari, or it could mean personally to Lewis there's things going on behind the scenes. Yes, very, very, very mysterious, that statement. Vettel would have won 8 races if not for mechanical failures at Bahrain, Australia and South Korea. Yes. Dave probably doesn't remember the 2010 F1 season. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. The Alzheimer's hasn't kicked in yet, Matthew, young man. Bloody cheek. Will says, Dave remembers 1997 though. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I remember John and Lacey running out of fuel on the Australia in the first round. I remember the mechanic shouting at him going, Lacey, you got a pit, you're nearly out of fuel. And he didn't. And he pulled up on the side, and all you could see was him like talking into whoever it was, and I just imagine that conversation. It would have been classic. Well, papaya rules. More chance of Dave getting a woman than Hamilton's 8th. I think that's factually correct, to be honest. Yes. I know from my own experience how difficult long COVID is, says Will F1. There you go. Will's had long COVID as well. So, yeah, there is a possibility. There is a possibility that he could still be having health issues. I'm not sure, but there is a possibility. Yeah, I've heard about, like long COVID and, I mean, myself in 1998, I had a serious illness, and it took me a year before I felt okay again, and that was really serious. I was in hospital for over a month, and it took me a year to recover from that. So yeah, it is possible. It's quite crazy how it went from Lewis could crown himself by winning his 8th at this age, with Ferrari make themselves the absolute GOAT of all, to now, which is washed and he can't cut it. Harsh, but true. Yeah. Dave remembers the first race. I am not that old. I'm only the same age as Jason Statham. I do not remember the first race at Silverstone in 1950. I was not there. No, I was not there. No. Leave me alone. I mean, the best car wins. It's car racing after all. That's true. Hamilton will retire soon anyways. I think he will, yeah. Alonso to race when he's in his grave. Yes, you're quite correct there. I mean, he's definitely going to come back next year. I'm pretty sure he is. Fernando Alonso. I'm pretty sure he wants to get his hands on the new cars next year, which I'm not surprised. He might announce his retirement during 2026 because he'll be like 46, won't he? By then, he's 44 now. Be like 46 or something. So yeah, he's not going to go on forever, is he? But we know he's racing for 2026. But I think he'll probably announce his retirement in 2026, which is fair enough. Jesus. Update YouTube, for fuck's sake. Hamilton doesn't need to prove it to anyone anymore. Anyways, we have seen some of the best drivers in F1 and he had written his own successful story his way. That's true. He's got nothing else left to prove. Nothing else left to prove. He really hasn't. He's done everything and more in Formula 1. So there's nothing left for him to prove. Can Hamilton qualify for Q3 again this season? That's a good question. Yeah, it's looking dicey at the moment, isn't it? Exactly, Champ 92. Lulu hasn't been the same since he lost access to his Instagram in the car. Yes. I'm not even sure Hamilton can get another podium before retirement. Well, yes, that could be a big ask. Don't say that, you'll get abuse from Hamilton fans. There is a running joke with HRD in that he cheats in video games. Oh, yes. Team Lulu, get him. He used cheats in GTA once. The message said, warning, one or more cheats has been activated. This may affect your save game. It is recommended that you not save this game. I remember that. I did it once and I got the pedestrians all fight with each other cheat. And I saved it, and oh my god, I completely ruined it. Luckily, I'd finished the game, so I wasn't bothered. But if I had done that halfway through a game, I'd have been absolutely pissed because they just attack everyone. They attack you as well. And you just, yeah. Wow. He said it was Photoshop, but it was a lie as it happened on live stream. He did. Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull are about to allow maybe the worst champion of all time. They should be ashamed of themselves. Stop spamming, Plynal. Says it all about how undeserving the Macca drivers are of the title. I am surprised Lewis Hamilton lost the championship in 2016 to his teammate Nico Rosberg. Yes, but it happened. Paddock 69 is in 8th place. He's not, is he? I'm not going to click on it, otherwise I'll lose this chat again. But 8th position, oh dear. Oh dear. They have all the resources to build a better car than they have. I agree, Piastri and Norris really do lack the aura and charisma. That's what's missing. I get it's not a popularity contest, F1 or motorsport in general, but come on, please. That's just true, sadly. It is. They haven't got that charisma, haven't they? Either driver, sadly, just hasn't got that drive. Personally, I know I was moaning last year about Max Verstappen winning. I'd rather see Max win it this year, to be honest. That's the kind of turnaround we've had, isn't it? I'd rather see Max win it, you know? I really would. Than the two McLaren drivers. It's Roberto Moreno versus Nick Heidfeld at McLaren 2020. Yes, absolutely. Roberto Moreno. Oh my God, I remember him. And Nick Hyde in a field. Yes. Wowzers. I like Oscar. He's like BTEC Kim. Yes. True. So I can't blame the people at all. I'm sick at times of even watching them too. Yeah, me too. More like B-Tech Scott Dixon. Now that you were getting into trouble, Crystal Racing. I gave up with IndyCar this season, says Plana Plessy. You did? Oh. Well, that's a shame. I haven't seen IndyCar for donkey's years. In fact, the last time I saw IndyCar was 1994 with Nigel Mansell. Yes, only because it was on the telly. ITV showed that. Yes, ITV showed only because Mansell was in it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have done. IndyCar is quite cool, not going to lie. Vote Paddock 69 to make motorsport great again. Dave, you have taste. WRC is amazing. 2020. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. I am really enjoying WRC. Yes, out of all the motorsports, I'm enjoying WRC the most. Yes, it's the greatest of all time. Blah. WRC is cool. I watch it every year since 2003. Hello, Mr. Helium Trophy. Welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, you've probably been here half an hour, but it takes me that long to get through the comments. I've been playing World Rally game. My other half got me for €1. A whole euro? Is that the first one for PS2? Is that the first one for PS2? Oh my goodness. Tell me if that was the first one for PS2. WRC is also quite nice and Ferrari is winning. You don't want to see the WRC calendar next year then, Dave? Oh dear is all I can say. Oh, okay. I won't bother watching the calendar then for next year. Yeah, WEC is the best at the moment. It is. It is. I have to admit. Oh dear, is that what we think about your calendars, KD? Shane says, did it surprise you they added supercars in F1 2022 and F1 23? Because it surprised me because there's nothing to do with Formula 1 and they're not similar to F1 cars. It was basically just a stopgap, wasn't it? Because they got rid of the classic cars, wanted something to replace them, and they thought, oh, we'll just stick these in. It was just a stopgap, really. And now they got rid of them completely again because no one liked them. Everyone complained, so they went, all right, we'll get rid of it. Everyone knows the best series is the Mazda MX-5 Cup. Yes. Yes. I mean, FTW, of course. I was Twinings before the caffeine problems. Yes, I understand. Unfortunately, I need caffeine to keep me awake. Otherwise, I'll just be asleep all day and all night. Yes. Yes. But I understand. Dave should tell Josh to upload a video to the Motoring Yorkshireman. I should do. I am no tea whatsoever. No tea? No tea? You're an English person and you're telling me you don't drink tea? That's outrageous. There must be some kind of law against that, surely. I don't know. In fact, I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I may actually have to phone the police over this because this is ridiculous. You cannot be English and not drink tea. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? You must drink tea. English drink tea. And don't forget, little pinky finger has to come out when they lift the cup up. Yes. My goodness. It's just outrageous. Outrageous. I need to write a letter to my Prime Minister. Dear Granny Harmer, Paddock 69 says he drinks no tea whatsoever. Surely this is a crime of national proportions. I suggest you put him in the tower for 59 years until he starts drinking tea. Thank you. Your loyal and obedient servant, Hookster. I will be posting that in the morning. Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes. I get it if they added IndyCar, Formula E, Formula 3 and Formula 4 in an F1 game as they are similar to Formula 1 cars. Yes, everyone keeps crying out for Formula 3 apparently in the F1 game. But Codemasters don't listen. They don't listen. No chance that will happen, Shane, when licensing exists. That's true. Josh has never finished his Sinclair C5. That's true. He's never finished it. I saw his last video about it. And I was like, what the? I mean, what did he do? Oh, I replaced the rear light. And then didn't he put a bit of paint on it? And that was it. That was it. He's probably just chucked it in his chuffing shed now. And it's rotting. Rotting in his shed. Yes. It was rotting before he bought it. Now it's rotting in his shed. Yeah. He'll probably sell it on to someone else. They'll look at it and go, oh, I can't be bothered. Put it in their shed and it'll rot in their shed for 10 years. Then it'll just get passed on. It'll be the rotting Sinclair C5. That's what it'll be. Ed China wasn't sacked. He left the show because he wasn't happy in the change of direction. That's true. That's true. I should clarify that. Ed China wasn't sacked. You're right. I was actually watching a program about it the other day, and yes, you are right. We are still waiting for the F1 2002 video. I know. Jeremy Clarkson, on the other hand, was sacked. Yes, absolutely. What do you mean there's no steak? The amount of criticism some people constantly give Lewis Hamilton is more unhealthy for themselves. I agree. McLaren might win the Constructors in record time at this rate. I think they will, yeah. I think they'll have that wrapped up in about 4 or 5 more races. Sinclair's, it's all right, Will. I know what you meant, mate. I knew what you meant. I was around when that first came out, that Sinclair C5. Yes, I've noticed there was going to be a Formula 1 game called Formula Legends. That's the one. Formula Legends. Point standing, says Will. Already, Will? Oh my goodness, how long have I been? 1 hour and 13 minutes already. Time to look at that lesbian channel. It will be if I ever get down the bottom of the comments. Hamilton deserves criticism because his performances are terrible in that Ferrari. True. Sauber could also make a charge. They could do. Big white elephant signs. We don't care about the standings, says Lionel Plessy. Well, Will cares, and that's what matters. Will cares. Thanks for your insights, Dave. No problem, mate. No problem whatsoever. Somebody did. That somebody was me, because I'm a real fan. McLaren can win it as early as Baku, and that is scary. Oh dear, that is scary. I hate non-championship races as well. I don't know if you're the same. Once the championships wrapped up, those last few races, and if there's more of them, it's like, oh, I can't be bothered with this kind of. I know it's exciting if there's like a real tight battle for second, third, and fourth and fifth. That's quite exciting. But if there isn't, and it's sort of a foregone conclusion, I'm like, oh, I really can't get into these last races. It was a mistake to replace Hamilton with Sainz, to be honest. It was. That was definite mistake. Personally, I think Lewis should have stayed at Mercedes. Personally. How boring. Constructive criticism, fair enough. The XP is getting on my nerves. How am I still on 50? Sainz has turned into Ricciardo because he realised F1 misses the honey badger so much. That's true. I don't understand how the XP works myself. Neither do I. I think if you send more messages, you get more XP. I think that's what it is. I think that's what the little crown symbol next to your name is as well. Because it's telling me you're in 3rd place right now. And Paddock 69 isn't on. He hasn't even got a crown symbol. So what the hell is happening with you? It must be your Polish internet. Yes. Lando Norris, sensational. Yes. I'm not mentally strong enough. Yes. Norris for the World Drivers' Championship. I mean, on the other hand, the other way around, Sainz with Hamilton. I mean, for his first season, he wasn't even as far away in the standings from Leclerc. But race pace, duel, it's 11.3. Pro Charles, that's insane. Yeah, 11.3. That's ridiculous, isn't it? 11.3. I'll be in trouble as well, says Will F1. Yes. Seems to go off your internet connection, Helium. Hamilton has only beaten Leclerc in 2 races, Imola and Britain. Of course Dave would love Tory Spice. Shush now, shush. Which member of the Runaways did you fancy, says Dom. The Runaways? Blimey, I don't even remember. Who were they? Hang on, I've got to look them up. The Runaways. I remember the name, I can't. Let's have a look. The Runaways. You guys, I'll tell you. The Runaways. Oh, an American all-female hard rock band. Oh, I've never even heard of them. Let's go to Google Images. The Runaways. The Runaways. Here we are. Here we are. Honestly, I've never heard of them. But it says hard rock, so I've never been into hard rock. But here we go. The Runaways. So which one? Bloody hell. Damn. Well, I don't even know who their names are. So I'm gonna say the second lesbian on the left, please. The one with dark hair. There you go. The second lesbian on the left. Oh, I said lesbian. Matt's gonna kill me now. The second girl on the left. That's the one. That's the one. I don't even know who their names are. So there you go. That one. She's my favourite Runaways. I've never even heard of them. No. I'm going to get ritually sacrificed for that now. I'll be right along with the legendary Motorsport 101 guy. Oh, yes. No, I got locked out of Crystal Racing because of something else. Oh, right, okay. The Here's Our Data Israel law, you mean, Dave. That's the one. That's the one, yeah. I won't be playing GTA either. Age verification systems for that as well. I know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And on the 13th of August in the USA, they're rolling out the age verification for you to watch YouTube. I have sent messages to all my American friends saying, you must protest against this. You must. Because they're basically saying in their vlog post that if not enough people complain, they'll roll it out nationally. So, yeah, they need to complain. Otherwise, the end result will be every time you want to watch YouTube, you'll have to give your ID verification. Now, thankfully in the UK, that doesn't apply at the moment. I don't know why, but it doesn't. Because I can still watch YouTube just by... But that's the thing about it. Sometimes if I'm doing some research on YouTube for something quick, I'll be on YouTube for 30 seconds. That's it. And I'll come off it. Because I'm doing some research. I'm just, if I'm doing something for a video or something, very, very quickly, I nip onto YouTube and nip back off again. If I've got to go through age verification every single time, I won't bother. And the thing is, I know that everyone else won't bother either, because you're not going to. If you've got to go through that two-factor authentication to get onto YouTube, nobody's going to bother watching YouTube anymore. I can see that happening, definitely. So yes, it's got to stop now. It's ridiculous. And let's face it, it's not about protecting the children, okay? YouTube has robust methods in place right now for protecting children. They've got that YouTube Kids app for kids, and they've also got measures in place for teenagers and what have you. It's already there. So this age verification doesn't even need to be a thing. So there you go. Thankfully, I was saying in the UK at the moment, it doesn't apply, which is good, because I don't know what's going to happen if it does come over here. I really don't, because as I say, I sometimes nip into YouTube 30 seconds and come out again, and I'm not going to keep putting my age verification in just to do that. So we will see. We will see. Ferrari PR team after 2025 at this rate. Yes, solid year, went from second to second. Yes. F104 is better than F125. I agree. It is. It is. Now let's put it into perspective. F125 is a hell of a lot better than F124. F124 was a disaster, but it's a very low benchmark when you're saying it's a lot better than that. It's a very low benchmark. Now, I have played one season of my team on F125. I did it very, very quickly. I didn't skip any of the sessions, but only did 5-lap races. And oh my God, I was so bored by the end of this one season. Now, all the big YouTubers were bigging up the my team, weren't they, saying, oh, it's a brilliant, it's a massive improvement. They haven't done shit to it. They haven't done shit to the my team. The only thing they've done is, instead of developing parts now, you've got to research parts first and then develop them. And that's basically it. So it's like a 2-tier system of your development, and that's it. And it was just so boring. I've stopped. I only ever do one season because I just do the setups ready for the all seasons when I eventually get on it, and that's it. But I was just so bored. I haven't even touched the driver career because I always leave that until I do the all season, so I don't know what that's like. But they say it's the same as F124. So, but the My Team, the big hype wasn't there about My Team 2.0. It's so much better. It's boring, just doing the same thing over and over again. And every single time you've got to do about 5 minutes before you even start the races of housekeeping, putting parts on the car, and it just takes you away from doing the race. By the time you get to the racing, you're fed up. You're like, I can't bother with this. Anyway, there you go. So yes, I agree with you. F104 has classic cars. F125 does not. This is true. F198 is better than I have to say, you're probably right. Easily. Nicole is part of the all seasons rubbish law. She is indeed. I've got Speed 3 Grand Prix on the PS4. Some of the cars are almost identical to the F1 cars from the late 2010s and 2020, and the tracks are based on the circuits they're raced on. All hail Nicole. We are mortals to her. Yes, we are indeed. He only needs to keep his hands screwed on straight. This is true. None of these games deserve to be compared with each other. People are starting to become familiar with Norris and Stroll's game. Yes. Well. Oh, God, it's done it again. Oh. Why does it keep doing that? Right, here we go, back again. Well, you did think he was going to be world champion last year. I did. You're quite true. I did. And that game is bottling. Bloody hell. Shush, Helium. No one needs to know. What happens to Dave Hook if Oscar Piastri beats Norris to the title? I will probably end up shutting down the channel. Yes, and going into hiding. Yes. Well, someone was going to say it anyway. That's true. At the end of the day, Norris is a good racer. Norris is a midfield driver. There you go. Two different opinions all underneath each other. What will happen first? Lewis winning his 8th or the XP actually updating? Lewis winning his 8th. Definitely. Definitely. He was the wonder kid after all. Turning back to my data has done nothing to my XP score. Well, he won't win the win percentage ratio. Poor boy. Play Jeopardy music. Yes. Antonelli has been massively underperforming in that Mercedes car. True. Yeah, but Merck have left him exposed in some races. That's also true. Piastri and Norris are about to have more wins than Leclerc, despite only getting their first wins in the middle of last year. We don't want to see Dave with a six-pack. Nobody wants to see that, Will. Nobody wants to see that. Norris does already. A six-pack of beer? Yes. It's possible he has some form of long COVID. It is possible. Yeah, it is possible. It is definitely possible. It's going to be lights out and away we go for Lewis Hamilton only. Dave in the gym. Excuse me whilst I throw up. Bloody cheek. Bloody cheek. Bloody cheek. Dave was at the gym so he could apply to be on Gladiators. Okay, everyone, you've got to put a gladiator name for me in the chat now. Come on, think of your best gladiator name. It's got to be completely outrageous. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Gladiator name. Just put hashtag and then the gladiator name for me, and I'll know what you're on about then. Were you throwing up all over your computer? Outrageous. I'm stuck in 5th gear like Shumi, apparently. Applying a pace just so he could have it off with jet or lightning. Yes. I did like Jet, I must admit. Yes, she was very, 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 very nice. Very, very nice indeed, yes. I'm sure Flavio was thrilled at Lacey after that. I'm sure he was as well. I'm sure he was as well. I just wish I'd have been a fly on the wall and could listen to that radio conversation. It was probably epic. Oh, now it updates. Quick on the uptake, aren't we, YouTube? Look, now you're in number 1, apparently. The goat is in first. Knocked me out of third, I see. Oh, well. Dave Hook was 15 in 1950. Shush. I am not that old. Dave Hook's the 2025, the face of his. Oh, I remember watching highlights of it not that long ago. UK 1950, that is. Yeah, they didn't they put that on their Formula One channel, that colorized version, wasn't it? I enjoyed that. I thought that was good. 1650 will. Shush. Alonso will carry on till he's 50, I reckon. He could do. He could do. Who knows? Who knows? Seeing Alonso drive a souped-up shopping trolley for Spanish kids' TV is one of the weirdest things I've seen. Yes. Which member of Vixens did... I don't know who they are either. I don't know who they are. Vixens. Let's have a look. I only like the Spice Girls in S Club 7. The Vixens. Now, have I got the right one here? Because it says at the top it says book the Vixens drag group in London. I don't think that's them, is it? I don't think that's them. The Vixens, is that them there? Vixen, they are Vixen band. There you go. There they are. Ooh, ooh. So little, so much choice and so little time, as they used to say. Yes, yes. Were they? Are they quite an old band? Because they look like they're knocking on a little bit. Were they around in the 80s? Were they around in the 80s? Were they? If they were, how the hell did I miss them? How the hell did I miss them? Anyway, we'll go off that picture. So, which one of the... yes. Yes. Once again, unfortunately, I am a sucker for dark hair, so I'm going to go for the one on the left, please. The first one on the left, please. Yes, thank you very much. Don't even know who her name is, but yes, we'll go for that one. We'll go for that one. Alonso will still race as long as he can be relatively competitive. Yeah, he will. Champ is catching. Yes, he is. Well, that was a great race. A shame for Fangio to retire due to an oil issue. He is one to watch. Fangio, yes, he's definitely one to watch. Yes. Yes, indeed. Which member of the Saturdays did you... thank you. Finally, you've got one that I... what was her name? Is it Rochelle? Rochelle, was that the one? Yeah, that's the one. I don't even have to Google that one. Rochelle, there you go. And maybe if I was feeling extra feisty, maybe a bit of Molly at the same time. Move on. The last person to race in F1 at 45 was Graham Hill. Graham Hill, 45. Wowzers. Which member of the All Saints did you fancy? Says, oh, blimey. I do know the All Saints very well, but I need to have a visual so I can name it, because I can't remember her name. I just recognise the look. There we go. There's the All Saints. Oh, you can't see that because the chat's in the way. Let's whack you over there, chat, for a minute. Put you in the middle. So there's the All Saints. Which one out of the All Saints? Well. It's got to be. I can't remember. What was her name? Hang on, let's find. I can't remember what her name was. Nicole Appleton, was it Nicole Appleton? No, Shazney Lewis. There you go, Shazney Lewis. Shazney Lewis. That's my pick. All right, let's put the chat back up. Where's the chat gone? There's the chat. Put it back over there. Oops. I've just clicked. What have I just clicked on? Oh, All Saints paintings. Yeah, whatever. Get rid of that now. Graham Hill, aka Mr. Triple Crown. Yes, indeed. That Farina guy looks pretty good. He was the winner. He might win the whole thing. Yes, he may win the whole thing. Who knows? Everyone is catching. Paddock 69. We play Catch Me If You Can. Dick Seaman at Belgium. And Champ is back in front. Spam. Must spam. Champ 92 to the lead again. More spam. Winning. Spam harder. Update YouTube for fuck's sake. Still the spam. Useless it is. Things we love to see. 40-somethings. Hamilton versus Alonso would be box office compared to the McLaren boys. Social media would like things wholesome. Yes. Roberto Moreno was a decent driver. Just happened to race with the worst teams except for Benetton. This is also true. Agreed, Crystal. And I'm down to third. YouTube. Wakey wakey. Fantastic. Show the lesbian channel now over. I will when I get there. I'm down to 6. Let's keep this lead. Oh, yes. 4th now. We need to play it safe and consistent. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now, we're going to overtake. I feel like Leclerc on Sunday. It was on Steam for €1. Well, it was probably a bargain then. Probably a bargain. Hookster Talks, more like Hookster Spams. Saudi last round for WRC. And the Hookster will not have time to read these comments. You're quite correct. Right, okay. Hold it right there. Because I've got some things to do before I go, so I'm going to have to do them. I will come back to the comments at the end. Oh, you guys, honestly. I'll be here all night at this rate. Right. Right, this is what I'm excited about. Formula Legends. Let's do that quick. It's coming out to PlayStation. I don't know if it's coming out on the old consoles. It might be because it's not. No, it is cartoony. I must admit, it is cartoony. But I'm just very impressed because it's something different. Drive all the old favourites like the old Benetton for 94 and all that. Like. I say it is it is on PS4. It's on PS4 as well, everyone who hasn't got a PS5. There you go, look at that. Exciting stuff. Right, that's that done. Formula 1 Legends. What's the next thing? Oh, yes. we've got a lady that does Formula One. Yes, Kimmy Coulton. Yes, look at this. Got 1.44 subscribers. Hi, I'm Kimmy. I talk about Formula One in the world's second worst accent. Does that mean? Oh no, she's New Zealand. New Zealand. Right, let's see what she's got today. See if I can find a good one to critique. Failed experiment. Belgium. Let's have a look at a Singapore vlog. There you go. That should be interesting. Well, that was very interesting. Wait. Yes, let's subscribe straight away. There you go. There you go. Just for that intro, I'm going to subscribe straight away.
So step one of our journey to Singapore is actually driving out to a small town about 40 minutes south of Nelson and dropping our Hilux off so that our best mate can do some work on it while we're gone. And so it's, safe and secure. So bye-bye truck. See you in a couple of weeks, and hopefully this pouring rain isn't happening tomorrow when we're trying to get out of Nelson. It's a bit wet, eh babe?
Bit wet.
Bit wet?
Bit wet.
Bit wet? I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Quite a bit.
Bit of aquaplanage.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that wasn't the best video to look at. She's driving along in the rain. Let's try something else. What else have we got? Let's do a latest one. Here you go. Bring back
You might remember that a few months back, in what seemed like a blatant attempt to get fans on side following all the corruption allegations and questionable code of conduct shenanigans we've had during his tenure, Mohammed bin Sulayem decided to reignite the Bring Back V10s debate by telling the world that...
Well, at least she can say his name properly, which is more than I can do, so there you go. She gets my recommendation.
That a return to their high-revving scream is something the FIA is seriously considering, and it might even mean the next Formula One regulation cycle won't be that long for this world. Now that last bit about the new regs, I'm honestly not hating. The rest, Now I'm a fan of the old V10s, I think they sounded incredible, but even if I wasn't side-eyeing MBS's sudden pandering to those of us who are old enough to be nostalgic over them, I would still hesitate to really get behind the idea, for a number of reasons. Kia ora, my name's Kimmy, I talk F1 in the world's second worst accent, and before I get started, let's clarify exactly what Sulayem said. While we look forward to the introduction of the 2026 regulations on chassis and power unit, we must also lead the way on future technological motorsport trends. We should consider a range of directions, including the roaring sound of the V10 running on sustainable fuel. Whichever direction is chosen, we must support the teams and manufacturers in ensuring cost control on R&D expenditure.
Now, I'd just like to reiterate that next year, all the F1 cars will be running on biofuel, which is completely carbon-free. Well, it's something like 0.1% of a carbon emission. So basically, according to the higher ups, that's classed as carbon free, which it pretty much is, to be honest. They'll all be running on biofuel. So, as I've said, I think I said it to Paddock 69 actually, there was no real reason to have this hybrid era in the first place. because it was done as a result of environmental concerns anyway. And it's only been 11 years later, and they could have just still run the. I'm not saying the V10s. I think the V8s would have been the better choice. Apart from anything else, they revved higher and they sound even better than the V10s, to be fair. So I would have said they could have just carried on running the V8s, and then next year they could have been completely carbon free with the biofuel, which, as we all know, the V8 can run very successfully on biofuel, because they run one of the old Williams ran one of the tracks. I think it was the old Nigel Mansell Williams that was running on biofuel, and it ran absolutely perfect. I think that's probably a V10, I can't remember. But anyway, so the V8s would have run absolutely fine on it. So there was absolutely no reason to go to this hybrid. Now, of course, you know, there's the environmental aspect, which, let's face it, no one's talking about saving the environment anymore when there's 3, 4, 5, I can't even remember now, 6 countries fighting against each other, causing massive explosions, and the amount of soot off those explosions that is now going into the atmosphere, which, by the way, takes around about 2 to 5 years to actually dissipate when it goes into the atmosphere. Any large explosion, including a volcano going off, and you know, you see all the smoke and the soot and everything that comes off of that, that goes into the atmosphere, and that stays in our atmosphere for 5, sometimes 10 years. If it's a big volcano, it runs around for 10 years before it's dissipated. So it's the same with all the explosions of people firing bombs at each other. That all goes up into the whole fact of this environmental bullshit is what it is, because it's not going to make any difference when there's countries fighting. The countries need to stop fighting first before we even think about saving the planet. Oh, anyway, I was going off on a tangent there, but yeah, so this whole hybrid era. Now, I remember, I think it was I'm just trying to look for it. I can't remember. I think it was like, what was 2014 season? Was that still ITV? I can't remember. But they did a video. Where they explained that the reason why the hybrid engine was coming in was due to environmental concerns. But I can't actually find it on YouTube. I was blinking well watching it about 6 months ago, but I can't find it now. But it was all like an animation video, and they were showing why the new engines had to come in because of environment. But I can't blinking well find it now. I don't know whether this was it. I don't know whether this was it. I don't think
Say
it is.
hello to the UK.
I don't think it is. It must have been on the BBC then at that point, surely.
Simmons, technical director of Williams.
One man has dominated Formula One for the last 4 years. But that could be about to change, as a new set of regulations turns Formula One on its head. The first of the big rule changes is the engine. I'm with Pat Simmons, Technical Director of Williams. Pat, what is going on with these engines for next year?
Well, firstly, I think we have to call them powertrains because they are much more than engines. We're going from a 2.4 litre V8 normally aspirated engine to a 1.6 litre V6 turbocharged engine. This year we've had KERS. Next year we're calling it ERS. It's energy recovery because it's more than just the kinetic, which is what the K is in KERS. We have 10 times the energy storage and twice the power. So 160 horsepower of electric power that we can add to our engine, and we can do it for around 33 seconds.
As if that wasn't bad enough, the rule makers have chucked in a whole bunch of aerodynamic changes as well. Sam Michael, Sporting Director of McLaren, what's changing?
Well, the first thing you'll know, Tom, is at the front of the car, the front wing is going to be 75mm narrower per side. That'll change the airflow around the front of the car, but as you go down the car, it has a massive effect on the diffuser and everything behind it. So that, combined with the lower chassis at the front, is the first change that the air sees.
So let's move on to the nose.
Obviously now you have a certain chassis height, which is dictated by regulation, 625mm. That chassis height's coming down by 75mm. That's going to push the front nose tip down as well. The whole idea was to improve launching and safety at the front of the chassis.
A lot has been said about the changes to the exhausts. I suppose it's a huge relief for the teams that co-anda is no longer a problem.
Well, it's going to be gone completely because the exhaust exit's right there at the moment and that blows air down into the tyre spat area. Next year you're going to have a single tailpipe that's going to run straight through here, down the back of the impact structure and out the back, so you're not going to have any ability to do any exhaust blowing. In addition to that, at the rear of the car, we've got the rear wing box, which is this distance here. This height is reduced by 20mm, so it makes the rear wing box a little bit smaller. But most importantly, the rear lower wing, that's gone completely on next year's car.
The key to finding the advantage in Formula One is finding that loophole. Now, Sam, are there any loopholes in these new regulations?
Inevitably. I mean, obviously, at all the working groups and the FIA meetings that we have, we try and close everything down to achieve the objectives. You've got to remember that there's 500 people in every Formula One team, and their job is to find loopholes, so inevitably there will be some.
The question now is which of these drivers will adapt best to the new rules?
Going into next year, you can't really judge or say.
You go.
You know, you can't say based on this year's performance they're going to be good next year, or the other way around. You know, it's impossible to say.
Next year, if you apply the throttle a little bit too quickly, because of the torque, you are going to lose the rear end. So it's a very different feeling. Give the throttle pedal a lot more respect than any other year I've raced in F1.
For sure, Red Bull is going to be quick because they just have a great team. But I think we can give them a good run for their money.
Probably not what people want to hear at home, but yeah, I think the help Sebastian, that's right up his alley. Perfect for him.
There you go. I'm pretty sure that's not the video, but just explaining the regulations there. Right, what else have I got to do? I get confused now. I've nearly run out of time here. I've nearly run out of time. Oh yeah. Let's put that back down there. I like that.
Since I last played a retro F1 game, and the last one we played was F1 2002. So today we're taking one step back, 1 year back, and we're playing EA's F1 2001. And as you can clearly see, going 1 year back has really done a number on the emulation we can get today. I assume that this is an intro to the game. The download I've got for this emulator is corrupted it a bit, so we're just gonna have to imagine a Formula 1 car flying past in probably 360p, knowing the year and date. Probably some very weird and kind of poorly constructed 3D model of drivers, grid girls, of course. I'm sure were a factor in this intro, being 2001 and the times being very, very different, I'm sure. Or maybe if I'm smart, editing Arav will edit in some footage of the actual intro that I found on YouTube or something like that. Yeah, this really isn't getting any better, is it? It's really actually, it's getting worse, if anything. I think that, you know what? I think I see the logo behind some of these artifacts. I think we might be getting to the main menu and the screen where you click start to maybe get into the load screen for the first menu. I think. Okay, there we go. There. Okay, we finally got it. We finally got it, boys. We can actually see what we're trying to play. Hopefully, this is the worst of it, and this doesn't start happening mid-race because, well, it's gonna make playing a little bit difficult. I can't lie. Right, we're in to the menus, and we are met with some interesting music. Can't lie, it's a little bit of a like retro techno sort of vibe. I mean, we're gonna delve straight into it. We've got no time because I'm gonna be real behind the scenes. This game has crashed about 10 times, and we've finally got to this screen in one piece. It keeps on freezing before we get to this menu, so I'm gonna fly through this. So hopefully, whilst we're into the race, it can't hopefully crash whilst we're actually racing, because it's loaded in all those parts. So, let's go to quick race and see how it is. The menu, the music's interesting. The styling's also interesting, because it very much looks like an old FIFA game, really. So maybe EA were, like, testing how the FIFA games are going to look. Right, we are going to drive as Jenson Button. Of course, how can we not? Obviously, if you guys have known me for a while, you'll know he is my all-time favorite driver. Let's actually see some info on him. Okay, no photos. I was hoping for a photo, because usually with these retro games, the funniest thing is looking at the models for the drivers and seeing how bad they look, basically, or the photos from way back in the day. But no photos here of anyone, just the stats. Obviously, look at this. Jenson Button, crisp age of 21, you know. 21. Only 17 race starts. Absolute baby. Absolute baby in this game. Right, let's go. Silverstone, Hockenheim, Monza, and... Huh? You require 2 points to open this circuit for... Oh my god, EA have struck again. Are you kidding me? I actually can't. These circuits are locked. Imola, Melbourne, Barcelona is locked. Indianapolis. What? 23 points are needed to open Nürburgring. We need 2 for Imola. What is 23? 30? 38? Monte Carlo, Monaco requires 100 points. 100 points to unlock and play this circuit in quick race. Single player, what do they have? They have Grand Prix mode is locked. There's challenge mode, player review, whatever that. Isn't that what I'm doing right now? I'm reviewing the game as a player. And then Grand Prix mode is locked. What? You must achieve 60% bronze in all 5 of the basic challenges before you can play any Grand Prix. What is EA?
Want to know what grows the economy?
You playing it? Yeah.
Right, Button. I guess we're gonna go for... Well, we've got old Hockenheim, Monza or Silverstone. We'll go for good old Silverstone. PS2 game. The accelerate is the effective X button from PS2 controller. So we're absolutely miles back. Good. Good stuff. And the handling... Oh, he's torn off his visor already. The handling... There's a lot to be desired. There's a lot of understeer. And, oh, you know what? The audio is quite realistic, actually. That was some quite nice gravel. Right, I'm catching someone. I'm overtaking someone. Get in there, come on.
It's genuinely exciting racing with James May in it.
We've overtaken. Oh, someone's had an engine failure already. I wonder if it's a Mercedes car. No. It's not F1 2020 my team. It's fine. Right, down into the chicane. Of course, this is not the final corners on this Silverstone. Oh, a bit wide there. Oh, no, I've been sent down the inside. I'm very bad at this. I'm having to use the D-pad to steer because the joystick isn't as maneuverable as you think. So I'm using the D-pad, which is semi-well. Oh, someone's off again. Oh, they're all going off. You can tell it's 2001. The reliability is absolutely horrendous. Oh my god, I'm so bad. I am in 20th position, which is maybe realistic for Jensen back in the day. Let's go for a dive down the inside. No, oh my! I let go of the accelerator to try and roll the car through, and it simply stopped. Oh, here we go. The dive around the outside. Yes, we got someone again. It's the second overtake of the entire video, and it may be the last. I can't even make a joke about it feeling like there's a plank of wood on the front wing, because the front wing is literally a plank of wood. Back in 2001. Oh, I've been so... Oh, the switchback. I'm actually having some good racing here. We're catching up to the Jaguar. Oh, no. Ah, come on. How did... I didn't play F1 games when this came out. When this came out, I was probably 6 or 7 years old. And I wasn't into F1. But if I was, I would have been so bad at this. How did 6-year-olds play this? How did anyone play this? Oh, someone's hit the gravel. I'm noticing the AI are also hitting the gravel a lot. So even the AI themselves can't drive properly. Right, in the toe. Oh, he's got issues. Come on. Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's raining here now. Oh, we got some wet weather racing here on a retro F1 game. This can only go poorly. We've already got groove tyres, though, so it's all blessed. It's all blessed. Right, here we go. Big dive. Oh, Robert. Ooh. Robert to P17 there. Oh, I think the others are 2 spikers. They look like 2 Orange Wednesday cars. Battling. Here we go. Down the inside. Oh, he's trying to swipe me. Easy does it. Good. Yeah, tear off the visor, Jensen. That did nothing, Jensen. Tearing off the visor did not help my vision as I went straight off. 4 laps out of 4. We've improved by 1.2 seconds, so we are getting better. Ow! I jinxed.
Okay, that's enough of that. I don't know why he's playing it on the D-pad, because it works fine on the analog controls, but there you go. That's however for you. Right, I've got to get back to the chat because I've got to go. Scott Barnes taking the fastest lap but no points. Plan of better because life is too short anyways. Dave will stream for another 100 minutes. I give up trying to get back in the lead. I'll take the podium and points. The Hookster will be streaming until 3 AM. Yorkshire tea is the best. Yes, it is. Oh, never mind. Not getting that. Outrageous. An English person not having a tea time. That's against the law. Yes, it is. Granny. Sayo in ninth. What a joke. Starmer would rather imprison you for saying English should drink tea. Yes. Starmer probably would do that. Aiming for points here. No, Dave. No, much rather in prison with no bread and no water. Straight to jail, locked up. Starmer is too busy selling all our info off to his rally agents. TV for Prime Minister. Top of the Pops 1998 tomorrow. A certain Robbie Williams returns. This was when he had blonde hair for a bit. Never really suited him. No, absolutely. He does those Felix ads now, doesn't he? Getting in the coppers. He's worse than David Beckham doing those adverts, isn't he? Still, it keeps us all in chips and curry sauce. Holy mac and cheese balls. 3 persons at once sat on 150 XP. Voting Yorkshire for Prime Minister. Yes. Too busy having an affair with Tabitsi Hot over. Who the hell's that? The C5 was rotting when it released, that's true. It's me, Plynal, Will, and also Paddock 69 for the win, lads. Woohoo! Sainz Jr. is still the last race winner for Ferrari. Must spam harder. Spam, spam, spam. Oh, spam. 4, more spam. Paddock is trying too hard. Wonderful spam. Even more spam. Spam, spam, spam. Here we go. Spam. Nigel Mansell, Mick Hackenden, Jesus Christ, Moustache, Rubens Barrichello, Bottle Job, Isaac. Yeah, that's why Supercars got removed from F124s. I don't like the idea of Supercars being in a Formula 1 game. Number 2 driver. Christ Jesus. Said, but time for me to leave. This spam has ruined this stream. You spin me right round. Yes. Fantastic, guys. Not bad for number 2. Cheers. The Hungarian Isaac Album. Now you know how we feel about you, Pliner. Thanks for the podium. George Hamilton. Lando Piastri. Lewis Russell. It's the first 3, then it stays on 75. Max Norris. Polish Internet. Carlos Stroll. Speaking of Hungarian models, there was this super tall, slim Hungarian lady around here earlier today. Nice. I'm not even in Poland, just Vodafone being crap. Must have been 6'3". Oh, I love a tall girl. And a cool girl. Vodafone 69. Can we get on with some videos now, Dave? Vodafone Sonoda. 69 is also something else you know what I'm talking about. Yes, I do. I think Will F1 game disqualified him, in fact. 69. We shall all race with the 69. Total Amazonian woman. Oh, I love a nice Amazonian woman. I have disqualified Sonoda. I'm suffering with 2020 Ferrari engine syndrome. 69 in the hobby of many. Oh, it's cack. Dave loves 69. Yes. Oh boy. Joan Jett. The second lesbian on the left, please. Paddock 69 can bet he does. Dave cancelled. Dave so gone. Matt cancels Dave. Ferrari to complain ferociously. Dave is a lesbian. Nah, Ferrari 22 is like rest in peace. They need to complain. What a cack engine. Don't give Star my idea, Dave. Now the ride height is cack. Hey, Mr. Polish Eddie, welcome to the madness. My God, I don't even know what's happening, sir. I don't even know what's happening. Hey there, I hope that age verification nonsense is a joke. Unfortunately, mate, it isn't. Age verification is coming to you. Yes, unfortunately it is. There is a vlog post from YouTube all about it, which I have sent to quite a few people. I'll see if I can post it later. But there's a vlog post all about it. And basically, if you look at it, it's a backdoor way of making sure they're watching what you're doing. Because you have to insert your government ID to watch YouTube. It's got to be stopped. It's got to be stopped. It hurts me to support Ferrari whenever stuff as this happens these days. I like to be on a constant suicide watch, and that clock keeps ticking. It's true. We're entering total surveillance tech era. We are. It isn't Polish. This world has gone in so many ways. I'm telling you, oh, holy mate, yes, it is. Oscar Norris will be the 9th best world champion of 2000s. Yeah, it has. Israel brought our data. Oscar Norris. Yes, George Hamilton. Anyway, however time, Max Sonoda and lesbians too. Oh God, and it's streamed up again. I've lost it. What do you mean you've lost it, Dave? You've never even started it. Oh God. I can't find it now. Oh, why does it keep doing that? So bloody annoying. Here we are. Max Sonoda, lesbians, moving up the ladder, coming for the GOAT, the mighty Yorkshireman, the magic Yorkshireman. That live chat wants to troll you tonight. It does. The marvellous Yorkshireman, it keeps scrolling down. The marching Yorkshireman, back in business now. The combined execute is going to be ridiculous tonight. The miraculous Yorkshireman, the milking Yorkshireman. Oscar Norris is the best. Dave Milky Hook, the mad at the mid... Formula 1 97. Thank you, Shane, for getting us back on track here. Formula 1 97 was the first Formula 1 game to feature classic cars, which is only the 60s Lotus on the 60s Silverstone. Yes, it is. The meaty Yorkshireman, on the hunt. Lights out, it's away Hamilton goes. Breathing down my neck, wants to beat me. Grizzly Bear. Paddock 43 loved Hookster. They sure do. Dave is like Benjamin Button. He does age, but backwards through time. Greg Wallace. Yes. And he grew up obsessing over the Bangles. Oh, I love the Bangles. I love the Bangles. One day the XP will update. Dove's loves a bit of lesbian drag. YouTube will be a lost case without the Hookster. This man is criminally underrated. Who was your favourite out of Fuzzbox? Fucking Fuzzbox. Fucking Fuzzbox. Oh my God, just give myself an ice cream headache reading that out. The second lesbian on the right, please. The way he is into things, it's just classic. Bortoletto is young enough to be Alonso's dad. Lesbian on the left. Who have girls allowed? Oh, fucking hell. Girls allowed. It's got to be Cheryl. Cheryl Tweedy. Secret father and son. When you call me senior editor, make me wish I didn't leave you. All lesbian saints. Slide to the right, slide to the left, crisscross. Shazney, that's it. Everybody clap your hands. Remember being a sucker for Natalie? Yes, cartoonish. My battery went briefly. My battery went completely years ago. It wasn't brief, it was just gone. Well, now it looks quite funny and cool. Yes, it does. The music was awful. Yeah, the music was awful. Formula Legends, hey! What a filthy lesbian she is. There's nothing wrong with a New Zealand accent. 42 minutes. He sees a girl and clicks like immediately. A girl in a bikini means he's going to click subscribe. Already better than the lesbian 43 videos combined. OnlyFans is calling. We can create him his own platform called Only Dave. Agreed, rather solid. XP still hasn't updated. You're so cooked, mate. This is revenge from your YouTube bots. Bots everywhere. MILFs everywhere. Christ, that Ben Salavi quote gets on my fucking nerves. You won the internet, my friend. MBS can go racing the camels back in the desert. That guy's delusional. The cars emit 0.9% of F1's carbon emissions. Thank you. The hybrid engines came because the manufacturers wanted to run it as simple as. That's true. I really like to understand his logic. Nepo baby logic. Only Vettel wants to save the environment. Bots. Vettel can save the bees and hug the trees. Oh, they are still talking about it. Just the media got sick of it. It's crazy work. We need to work that Enya's Orinoco flow. Save the bees, hug the trees, save the bees. We really must. Hour of a time. Update time YouTube. Well, slow and steady. How on earth has he jumped up, not said anything for the last half an hour? I don't even know how I'm first for so long. I do love and appreciate it, but I believe it's about the activity time rather than the chats alone, which would make more sense. Yes, interesting. I think it's more how strong the Wi-Fi connection is. Like Kimi Räikkönen. I guess that's how it goes, as it says you could get more XP for doing a super chat. Yes, that's true. If you want, you could do this. Sam Michaels, what a disaster for McLaren he was. Yes, I'd rather not personally. Neither would I. He was great for Williams. What's a Kimi? What? Right? What weird? Yes. McLaren became a sheep-in sick for many... I can't even talk now. It's crazy how they managed to recover in 2024, 2025. It took them so long since they last lost in 2000. Nearly ran out of time. Oh yeah, just wait until you see the comments. The cars definitely... Turns out Vettel needed a solid rear end. That's it. I'm done. I'm going to finish it there. Vettel, I'm just imagining Vettel with his solid rear end. Vettel had great skills. Congrats on the win this week's champ. Good internet speed. What's with the volume, however? F1 2000 VA Sports. Hall of Fame, Jensen Button. Would you put Sterling Moss, Ronnie Peters and Jules Villeneuve in the Hall of Fame? Fuck me, he's a nauseating prick. That advert was very welcome. He really is. He's so annoying, his voice and his screaming. This stream's gone to shit now. This stream's gone to... I can't read anymore. I can't. I've lost the will to live. I can't read anymore. YouTube has stuffed me. Oh God, chips and curry. The stream has been a mess. It certainly has. Injury. I think I'm on injury time. Champ has been all Dave streams are a mess. Oh God. I've reached the end. Oh my God, I've reached the end. Hartley, Brendan Hartley. Right, stop, please, stop. Right, there we go.
The Shark Flex.
Right, we're going to finish because I've completely lost it now. We are going to finish on the on who's won. I can't do any more comments. I'm done. I'm absolutely done. Dave will die in his sleep laughing. Right, okay, stop. Please. I feel like what's his name? I feel like Daniel Craig in his first Bond movie. What was it? Casino Royale, strapped to the chair. And he's getting his balls hit from underneath the chair. That's how I feel right now. Right, here we go, everyone. Here we are, the top fans. We're still here. I know you're still here. Right, here we go. It's time for the top fans list. In at number 12 is a new entry for Scott Barnes. Holding steady at number 11, it's Polish Eddie F1. A brand new entry and a welcome return for Sir HRD King. In 9th place, don't say lesbian, it's Matthew. In 8th position, it's Shane. And in 7th place, it's the man whose name I can never pronounce. In 6th place, running up the order, we have Helium Trophy. In 5th position, it's Lionel Plessy. In 4th place, it's Dom Deng. And in 3rd tonight, it's Paddock 69, which means in 2nd position, just outside the top spot, it's Will. F1. Which means the winner of the top fans tonight is Champ 92. Oh, bloody hell. I'm absolutely cream crackered. I'm an old man, you know. Jesus. Congratulations to everyone in the stream tonight. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. This has been absolute madness. I will be taking a summer break now, just for a couple of weeks, and I shall be returning, of course, the week before the next Grand Prix, which will be at the end of August. Thanks to everyone for watching tonight. You have been awesome as always. Thanks to former three-time simulation champion, motorsport fan, or your most genuine guy you can. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you to everyone else who's been in the stream. I'm going to announce some of you, but my voice is going now. Thanks to Champ 92, Paddock 69, Will F1, Helium Trophy, Mr. Regara, Dom John, and also Shane was in there as well. Will F1, I can't keep streaming. I can't keep streaming up this chat because it's annoying me now. But and Matthew D'Souza was in there, and if anyone else I've forgotten about, I apologise. Because I'm just done. I need to lie down now. I need to lie down, yes. Find out how Kimi Raikkonen bankrupted. Thanks to all, yes. And I'm in your head. Yes, TB naked. Oh my goodness. I'm still thinking about Sebastian Vettel's very tight rear end. And I don't think I'm going to be able to stop thinking about that all night now. Yes. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. And good night. I will see you in the next one. Everybody's in KDZ. Wow, that was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Thank you, everyone, and good night from me and Mr. TB the Bear. Everyone's favourite bear. Yes, they're going to miss you, TB, for the next 2 weeks. They are. They're going to miss you. Yes. Never mind. You'll be back. Don't worry. Vettel's cracking. And a band called Fuzzbox. Yes. I'm actually going to say all of them in Fuzzbox because I'm trying to remember them, but I think it was all of them. Yes. Yes, didn't one have red hair? I think I did. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm exhausted. I'm ringing. I'm sweating like a pig. Yes, Randy Mandy, Kinky Kylie. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. Thank you, everyone. And good night. Wow, that was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Until later. Yes, indeed.